Rainn Wilson, best known for portraying Dwight Schrute on The Office, described the period after Steve Carell's departure as chaotic and a pivotal challenge for the cast and creative team. Speaking on the Good Guys podcast, Wilson reflected on how the show struggled to redefine itself without its central comic driver, Michael Scott. When Steve left, then it was a little bit chaotic of trying to figure out the tone of the show and who's the lead, and how are we telling these stories without, the comic engine of the show, which is Michael Scott. Wilson shared, that comic engine had been the show's heartbeat for 7 seasons. When Carell exited in 2011 to pursue a burgeoning film career, it left a gaping vacuum. Wilson admitted the departure came as no real shock. Carell had been open about his movie ambitions, with hits like Crazy, Stupid, Love, and Get Smart on the horizon. Yet even prepared for the eventuality, nothing could fully soften the blow. There wasn't a dry eye in the house on Carell's final day of filming. Emotion rippled through the cast as they bid farewell to their on-set patriarch. NBC and showrunners reacted by bringing in big names. Will Ferrell briefly filled the managerial void, followed by James Spader in a lead guest role. But Wilson warns that these high-profile additions couldn't replicate Carell's gravitational comedic presence, though the supporting ensemble remained steady. Licensing the show's tone, equal parts warmth and cringe, proved elusive. Season 8 debuted in September 2011 with Ed Helms elevated to regional manager and Spader's Robert California looming as CEO. The campaign was ambitious, but reviews were mixed. Viewership dropped noticeably as critics argued the show had lost its comedic core. Some even insisted the series should have ended with Michael's departure. Wilson recalled the creative tension in that phase. Scenes once propelled by Michael's awkward charisma now relied on ensemble energy. Its storylines felt untethered, lacking the unifying force that Carell had supplied. A struggle to find the tone of the show without Steve, Wilson said, illustrating how deeply Michael Scott had anchored the series. Still, by season 9, the series found its foothold again, returning to its strengths by balancing character-driven narratives and heartfelt farewells. The finale, airing May 16, 2013, featured Michael's unexpected return as Dwight's best man, providing a sense of closure and unity that audiences craved. Wilson's revelations shine light on the understated challenge sitcoms face when losing a lead. How do you preserve essence without the anchor? The answer lies in collective chemistry, but The Office proved even that struggles when you remove the prime comic force. Despite the upheaval, Wilson acknowledged the ensemble's growth over 8 seasons. He recalled the show's early shaky footing, struggling to find our stride, before Michael's arrival brought it together. That arc mirrored the post-Carell era, initial chaos followed by adaptation. Behind the scenes, Wilson admits there was real anxiety. Writers and actors grappled with reshaping Dwight, Jim, Pam, and others in new contexts. His own character, Dwight, had evolved from a quirky sidekick to a full-fledged lead. But the question remained, in what world without Michael at the helm? Fans felt the shift too. Season 8's Rotten Tomatoes score dipped significantly, 44% compared to earlier seasons in the 70 to 100% range. Critical consensus echoed Wilson's sentiment. Absence of Carell equated to a tonal identity crisis. Rainn Wilson's candid commentary serves as a reminder of Carell's transformative presence. What are we telling these stories without the comic engine? He asked, a question as meaningful to showrunners as it is to fans revisiting the series today. Ultimately, The Office survived, ending on appreciative and emotional notes. The return of Michael in the finale offered a full-circle moment and acknowledged Carell's irreplaceable role. But Wilson's words reveal an important truth. Maintaining a hit comedy after losing its star requires redefinition, resilience, and an honest reckoning with the void left behind.